Hi guys, Picture Perfect here, and today I'm playing something a little bit different. I'm playing this new indie game called Impact Winter, and it is essentially an apocalyptic survival game where you have to manage your resources and survive and defend yourselves and your team and get through these harsh post-apocalyptic conditions and survive for essentially as long as possible. And I am going to jump straight into it and I'm going to explain a bit more as we get going, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to skip the tutorial. It's a very long tutorial, so I will kind of summarize it briefly for you all. This is our main character. This is Jacob. Your adventure begins. Working as a team is an important part of Impact Winter experience. However, each member has their own solitary path for you to explore, right, etc. Now, this is our characters, Jacob and his winter coat and his bright red backpack, and you may have already noticed he is not wearing any pants. I don't know why, I don't know the backstory, and I can tell you from the time I spent playing it, there are plenty of opportunities where you find pants and you cannot equip them. So honestly, no idea what's going on there. Let's just move on, shall we? It's a little bit weird. So we are holed up in a church at the moment, so this is our sleeping area. And there's a couple of different rooms, and we'll kind of see them as we go, but I'm just going to summarize basically what we missed in the tutorial. Is that this little robot guy here, who is going to be our survival body, and he's going to follow us around and be like our inventory and our guide and everything. He kind of starts flying about the church and beeping, and he's receiving a message that's slightly corrupted. You can't quite hear all of it, but the essence being that there is a group of people looking for us. They're trying to find us, but the signal's really weak, so they will hopefully find us in 30 days. And this message pops up, which I will insert now for you to see, is that we have 30 days in which to survive these conditions. Basically, that is the essence of the game. We need to survive for these 30 days, and whether or not we get rescued at the end, I don't know. I haven't got that far. I have put a lot of time into it. Haven't quite gotten that far. Additionally, there are events and things that we can do and things that we can complete that will reduce the rescue time, but I'll get to it when it comes up, which I'm sure will be shortly. But I basically just want to get going and show you the world and start exploring and things. So these are our characters, and at the moment they all have quests for us to complete. Now, it's up to you what you do and in what order. Essentially, it doesn't really matter, but I found that the best thing to start with is Maggie's quest. Maggie is our engineer and fixer-upper. So yeah, let's get talking to her. Hey Jacob, how do you like the idea of helping me upgrade this place? So essentially, her quest lines will help us upgrade the church. It will make it more defendable, which is important because there are scavengers and they will steal your stuff. That is a thing that we need to get on. But the quest that she wants us to do at the moment is to upgrade our fireplace. So our fire is something that we need to keep going. Obviously, we are in harsh winter conditions. Currently, the temperature is 11 degrees and there's a storm outside. But it gets pretty damn cold. I mean, I've seen temperatures at -40 outside of the church. So fire is a big deal, and that's something we need to constantly keep topped up. So some of the things we can do with Maggie is that we can upgrade the fireplace to make it more efficient so that fuel lasts longer. And obviously, bearing in mind we need to keep going for 30 days, this is it's kind of an essential thing. So this is what we're going to start with. So she's going to tell us what we need, and we're going to go explore the environment and find the various bits and pieces, bring them back to her, and get her working on that for us. Okay. So Maggie's mechanical skills help upgrade the church. That's basically what I said. And that is kind of now in a quest log for us. And she has set a point on our map for us to go search, which I kind of already know where it is because I've been through it. But yeah, okay, this is just explaining everything, but it's pretty straightforward. We've got our rescue timer, which is counting down our 30 days. You can see the stats of the church, how much fuel, later when we've got power and water, etc. This is Jacob's stats on the left under his picture here. So that is energy, temperature, food and water, all of which are good at the moment. They are out of 100, so each section is 25 and you want to keep them as full as possible, and it's the same for each member of the team. I pressed the wrong one for that, hang on. Right, so I can see my team here as well, so you can see that there we've got our characters Blaine, Wendy, Maggie and Christoph. Yeah, Christoph. And they're all good too. And we can see their activity, etc. But actually, if we go back to Jacob, yes, you've just shown us this. Right, and these are our quest lines. So these are the things that Maggie needs for the furnace. So she needs bolts, a large pipe, a large can, and a breeze block. Now I've actually written these down, so I've got them on a little post-it note, along with a few other bits and pieces that I'm hoping we'll find in the area that we're going to, because one of the first things I want to do is upgrade our storage. This is currently our inventory. Now, our inventory is basically the little robot guy. He's called Acolyte. We're going to take him with us, and that's where we store all the things that we find. And as you can see, inventory space is pretty tight. So one of the things that I try and do straight away is upgrade my inventory size. Jacob does have a backpack, but he tends to store things in there that like your key items, like quite literally if you have a key for somewhere, and he stores the kind of currency for the game, which I'll get into. Now, oh, Maggie has a question mark. What is it that you want? Right, this is a dilemma, and this is something that happens every now and again. You kind of have to be around. There's a bunch of old furniture in the church basement. It will take some energy to break it down, but could give us fuel for the fire. Do you want me to take it apart? Absolutely. You can see how much of her energy this is going to deplete. But currently, she's not actually doing anything. Oh, and the fifth one for the team members with the smiley face is their morale, which you want to keep high. Fairly obvious, and it will go down as they do tasks, and if it gets too low, the character becomes depressed, which can be an issue because it means that they might leave the group, which is obviously a big deal. Sorry, I'm just taking a sip of tea there. It's actually quite cold here today, so I've got a nice warm cup of chai tea with me. So yeah, obviously you want to try and get to the end of the 30 days with all your team members. Okay, so if you can salvage that for us, please. Thank you. So we've now got things we can put on the fire. Although we've got a good time limit on the fire so far. Right, I am going to go down here. Right, I know I'm talking quite quickly, but there's just so much to get through, guys, and I want to be able to share it all with you and give you my tips and my thoughts and etc. So down over here is the ration boxes. So this is where we give out food and water for our team members. Now, if you're going to be gone a while, then that's definitely something you want to be thinking about, and it's something you kind of want to be doing each day anyway to keep everyone healthy and happy and hydrated. But obviously it's not something that we need to do right now because everything for everyone is full, and we're only going on a short journey, so it should be fine. And this is basically our storage. It's where we store everything. Pretty self-explanatory picture. I don't think you needed to do that. Now I'm currently carrying around this tent. Now why these do come in useful, it's not something we need at the moment, and inventory management, kind of a big deal. So we are going to store this for now because we're only going on short journeys, and we're just not going to need it, guys. We're not going to need it. Right, I don't think we need to put fuel on the fire, but we will, just to show you guys how that works. So if I go up to the fire, this is also where I can cook things. So we've got canned goods which I can cook. And right, let's put some stuff on the fire. Let's put on a couple of chair legs, and you can see how each has a number next to it which shows how efficient it is. So the higher the number, the better fuel it is. So these things are the large and the small planks are the best that we have at the moment. But these are also really useful for crafting, so I'm going to try and keep them for as long as possible and use up the not so good things. So we'll put on some chair legs, and our fuel is at 93%. Let's stick on the broom handle. So our fire is going to last for about 24 hours, which in game time is 24 minutes. And we're going to go on and explore. Now all of the characters have quest lines. They said for the time being, we're just going to follow Maggie's. You can activate them all in one go and keep track of them via the inventory, sets of menus and etc. But I just want to take you guys out there and get started and show you the world. Okay guys, this is our outside environment and this is our church, and as you can see, it is pretty deep. There is a lot of snow. It's right up to the very top of the church. And this is basically what a lot of the outside environment looks like. It is it's snowy and it's harsh conditions and it's cold. And essentially I think the story is that there was a meteor strike and now we're in harsh winter conditions. So yeah, pretty serious. Now as you see, I'm heading north. I'm going towards this flashing icon, which is the area that Maggie's indicated. It's probably going to have the items that we need for the fire upgrade. So this game is actually, it's been out like about a week now, and it's had some pretty negative reviews, and there are a few issues. But I've been playing it for a while, and I genuinely really like this game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually a little bit addicted to it. It's not the kind of game I usually play, but I'm having so much fun with it, which is part of why I want to share it with you guys. So hopefully it's something that you'll enjoy. Right, here is the cave that we were heading to, so we're gonna head inside. So there are a lot of buried locations like this where we can find lots of goodies. So we are looking for a breeze block, a large can, a large pipe, and some small bolts, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to search items, so like this bike. So this bike has a motor. Now that isn't something we need, so we're just going to leave it. And like I said, it is all about inventory management. It's not a case of just getting everything that is around. You want to be careful and get just what you need, because storage is a big deal. You can't carry everything. Now look at all of this. This is a lot of stuff. Now this is highlighted red because this is actually something we're looking for. This is our large can. Now water is essential. Like that is something we need, but as you can see, well, maybe can't necessarily. These water bottles are actually empty. If you look at say if I click on this magazine, if you look at the bottom underneath my inventory, it says +3 on fuel. So this is a burnable item. So if I go onto the water bottles, nothing is coming up in the water section because there's nothing in them. They're just empty bottles. Now those are useful a little bit later in the game when we can create our own water from ice. Then we want empty bottles to fill. But at the moment, they're not useful for us and they're just taking up storage space. So yeah, we're just gonna get moving and find something else. Oh, do I want to get a weapon? I am tempted, guys. We're not necessarily going to use it early on though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my inventory, and if we find something better or something more useful, I'll have that instead, but we'll take it for now. Right, the only other thing I would say that you want to always get is seeds. But seeds are the in-game currency, and you'll notice when I get them, they don't actually go into Acolyte's inventory, they go into like Jacob's backpack, so we can store as many of those as we find. So that is another tip for you, always get seeds. Now this is potentially useful because it's a burnable item, but inventory space, guys, is a big deal. I think, right, coal, we'll get that, that's burnable. Well, there might be some food in the barbecue. So I played through the beginning a couple of times just to try different things out, and it's just a bunny, that's fine. And while the areas are the same, the things that you find are different, so it's just a case of whether we get lucky or not. Depends on whether or not we get a good start to the game. So do not need any of that right now. Not essential, so fingers crossed, guys. Right, here is our breeze block. Let's move this, and as you can see, it is a pretty massive item. I don't know if we're going to be able to carry everything. Right, I'm pretty sure all these are empty. Let's check. Yeah, all empty bottles. So we need the pipe, so we'll take that as well. And our inventory is already pretty full, guys. Oh, scrap metal. That is a useful thing. We'll take one. I'm going to leave the tarp and the coal because we've got some burnable things. It's not the end of the world. But we still need, so let's tick off my list, the breeze block and the can and the pipe. So I still need some bolts, and other things I have on my list I don't know if we'll find is nails, a small spring, wooden shingle. We won't find glass in here, I need it but we won't find it. I'm looking for the things we need to build a door to help defend the church. Or things to upgrade our storage, which is wire and screws and things like that. Let's check the water. No, all empty. Lots of scrap metal though, which is good, but can't carry it. So this here, we can not get past at the moment because we need some form of explosive, which, again, something we'll get later on in the game. There is a guy here, but I don't think he's alive anymore. It's unfortunate, but oh, now that water is actually full, so you can see the plus 40. So we definitely want to take that. I'm just going to move it round. It doesn't make that much difference. Why won't you turn again? Let's try turning you here. There we go. I'm just trying to manage my inventory as best I can. We've got some snacks here, which I think, seeing as they don't do much, I'm just going to eat them and get my food up. So I'm sorry that you died, but thank you very much for all of your goodies. No, it's all empty. What else have we got? Nope. I have a feeling this will be useful. I can't remember what it's for. It's not on my list, but we're going to take it anyway. I'm trying to take useful items. So one of the things that you do come across is rotten food, and while that does sound disgusting, you can, and in a pinch, use it for sustenance. And apparently, if you just have a little amount, you won't be ill. But when in one of my playthroughs, when I was quite desperate for food, I had just one, and it gave me food poisoning. So yeah, it's not necessarily something that you want to risk. Yeah, these are all going to be empty, but that's fine. We'll need them at some point, guys. We'll need them at some point. Don't think we've finished exploring this area. No, but it's just a bin. Bottle caps are something that we can use to trade with some of the nomads that are here and thereabouts. Right, uh-oh. This is what I was saying, guys. People come and they steal your stuff, and it is a pain in the ass, which is why we'll hopefully find the things we need to make a door so we can make the church a little bit more defensible. Right, so scavengers successfully sneaked into the church. The team are completely unaware because at the moment they are absolute idiots. It's just a thing. So we've lost 3 items of food, which in a survival game, that is pretty harsh going, guys. In my first playthrough of this, in my first 5 days, I got scavenged 4 times. It's a chance occurrence, but my god, can that screw you over? Seriously. Seriously, what was that? Oh, it's just like a rat. It's just a rat, it's fine. Right, we no longer need this. We still need bolts though. I haven't come across any bolts yet. There we go. Right, let's get some bolts. These are all empty. Fine. Is it worth taking something to put on the fire? These are such big items. I don't know. See, it's all about prioritizing. And like I said, inventory management. It's about knowing what the most useful things are. So, like, a big tip is to make yourself a little list of the things you're looking for when you go scavenging a big place like this, so that you don't get overloaded with items that potentially aren't all that useful. Obviously food and drink, always a big deal, but yeah, if you're looking for certain craftables, definitely have some kind of list with you. A wooden shingle, this I need. For some reason, for me, I find that these are really quite rare and you need them for a few things. Let's take that. Now, planks would be useful because if nothing else they are burnable, but storage space kind of, and we've got some, so I might leave it for now. My other little bit of advice would be, if you come across something, oh, gas. Yeah, that we're gonna need that. Let's wait. Hang on. It takes 6. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I know I'm gonna need that scrap metal though. I'm gonna be annoyed if I don't take it. This is the problem. It's all about making choices about what you think is going to be the most important. At the moment, fuel is not the most important, but it is going to be essential. So it's all about making those choices. And those decisions aren't necessarily something that I'm particularly strong at, but yeah, it's got to be done. So it's some scrap meat. Take that, and yes, that is what you think it is. That is droppings. So yeah, what I was going to say is the best way to sort of prioritize this is if you see something that's reasonably small and you've not seen it before, then I recommend that you take it with you, because chances are you're not going to come across it again. This is actually potentially a useful item. Right, what I'm going to do, and this is going to seem really quite random, but bear with me. Bear with me. Right, I'm going to take this wire mesh and I'm going to move it to this car. Yeah, that will do. Right, and you're probably wondering why I would bother doing that. This is actually a really useful place. Well, it's got a lot of useful items and it's close to the church, so it's quite a good place to come. But the problem is that later in the game, it often has wolves in it, as like a pack of wolves guarding it. And you can take them down with a weapon, and that's why I decided to pick up the weapon, although we're going to need to find some. Oh look, the poor bunny's stuck on the environment. There we go, I helped. You can take them down with a weapon if we find some ammo, but they're really tricky to take down, and they usually end up guarding this place, which means that if you sneak past them, you won't be able to get to this bin, and that wire mesh is potentially going to be useful later on, so that is why I did that, guys. Right, let me check. Right, I've still got space for some things. I don't necessarily want that bottle cap. So I'm going to do a quick look around, and I will cut back when I've made my decision and show you what I ended up with. Alright guys, I am back, so I will show you what it is that I decided to get. I went and picked up that bit of coal that I discarded, a second one of these cotton rags because I have a feeling that's going to be useful, and I found another bottle of water. Now, one of the things I was hoping we come across was nails, more bolts, and screws. Now, the screws, like, you can either get really lucky or they can be really rare, and they're actually quite useful items, so fingers crossed that the next time we go scavenging we will come across them. I find that you usually get quite a lot of bolts, but actual screws, yeah, not so much guys. But the important thing is we have the equipment that we need to upgrade our furnace. Oh, there are some walls hiding up there. Sneaky, I see you. And yeah, we're going to avoid them for sure. Oh, hang on. Oh. Damn walls, guys. They are a massive problem. They will take you down, and they will actually finish you. I've had serious problems with walls. Best to be avoided. So yes, we have what we need, and we're gonna take them back to Maggie and start upgrading. Oh, I forgot there were things here. Right, let's just mark this on the map. Oh no. No. I forgot I needed space for this. We could come straight back out and get them. They will still be there. So, medical supplies. Food, Murray's meat fans. These are the nomads. They want very strange things. They are looking for bone fragments, bottle caps, paper money, ID cards, and old 45s. I'm not going to collect ID cards. I feel like that is just... Oh, gas. Yeah, we will come back to this. They're marked on our map anyway, and they're really, really near the church. So we'll drop the stuff off, and we'll come back for them. Yeah. But, I know the ID card, it just crosses my, like, morality. My morale? No, morale's not right. Just my... Yeah, just basically, I can't find the word, just carry on talking, it's fine. I feel like we should leave ID cards on the bodies we find so that if they get found in the future, people will know who they were. That is the whole point of ID cards. So yeah, we're not going to be collecting them. That just crosses a line with me. Maybe you think I'm crazy, but you know what? That's fine. I can live with that. Right, as far as I can tell, unless you guys are seeing something that, oh wait, hang on. I've just seen it. I was going to say I don't think there's a button to dump everything, but if I hold Y, it will. Yes! Oh my god, that makes my life so much easier. I didn't know that was a thing, guys. Oh my god. Feeling a little bit dumb. Are you okay, Maggie? No, you're not Maggie, are you? You're Wendy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Right, this is another dilemma for us to deal with. Jacob, looks like whoever was in the church before us had some food supplies. I found some old jars that contain some ingredients. A lot to look through, but it'll be boring. Yes, absolutely do that and find us some food. That would be perfect. Thank you. Nice. Oh, we might be able to make some recipes of that. Right, we'll come back to you. I'm going to very quickly run out and grab those items from the van. I'm going to get the gas, the meds and the food and run back in again. That is the plan, guys. We're going to do a super quick run. We've got this. I mean, they were just so near. It seems silly not to. But I'm feeling pretty silly about that whole dumping the item thing. I've been, for the last, like, 10 or so hours I put into this game, I've been, like, dumping all of them one by one. I feel like such an idiot. I can't believe I missed that, guys. Oh well. I probably shouldn't have shared that with you, because now you know how silly I can be. But yeah. Yeah. So, can I do the same? Can I move all of you? No, I can't do that. Right. Let's get all of that. And the food. No, I don't want the monitor. We don't need this. We don't need this. And hopefully the fuel. And we'll go back, because that was a nice, quick, easy job. Gonna fit both of these in. Oh, we are. That's fine. Is that burnable? No. Should I try and take the battery? I mean, could we if we wanted to? Hang on. I feel like I can do a better job of this, seeing as we're here. I feel like we can... There we go. And we've still got a space of 3. Was there anything there that fits into that? No, let's just go straight back then, picture. There's no point messing around. The whole point was that it was a really quick run to get some meds, some fuel and some food. So yeah. So this is why I said you don't really need the camp thing they give you, and if you don't know about that, I mean, that's such a waste of inventory space. Clearing that has been really beneficial, because we're only doing super quick runs there and back. Such a waste of space. Alright guys, I think that is probably a reasonable place to leave this first episode. So hopefully this is something that you've enjoyed. Like I said, there have been some bad reviews of this game, but I am generally really enjoying playing it, and I wanted to share it with you. I think it's something that you guys are going to enjoy. Definitely check out some of the comments and reviews, especially in the Steam community forum. But if you like what you've seen so far, then you are definitely going to enjoy this. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I genuinely really enjoy the game as it is, and I've not had any serious issues. The only major thing for me is that the load times are a little bit of a pain, because they're a bit on the long side. But other than that, I'm genuinely really enjoying it. If you enjoyed this video and my first look at the game, then please give the video a thumbs up, and as always, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this game, whether it's something that you would maybe think about getting yourselves, and other than that, I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.